afternoon, happy Saturday, and welcome to my bathroom. I am going to be doing a wash and go, and I am still figuring out what I'm using for this wash and go. But you know, this is 5-day-old hair, and I don't know if you saw the thumbnail when you came in, but you know, she looked quite differently before my workout. But I'm noticing that I'm sweating more in my hair, and so it's drawing up the hair more, and we're starting to get our humidity here in the DMV. So I'm looking for my perfect, well, not necessarily perfect, but a good wash and go. Hi, Tawana. How are you? Thank you for joining me. So I am going to be using up my stash. I'm filling up my curl mix mirrors before we get started. But I have, you know, some curl mix products as well as some other products that I need to use up. So my last live was Wednesday, and I was able to use up the rest of my brown sugar baby that I had opened last year. And so I am just going ahead and starting to saturate my strands. Isn't that crazy? Look at the, hey, Coach Felicia! Welcome, welcome, welcome! So I am going to be using up some products, and so I have this big old bottle of Innocence I Create Whole I have to get through. So I know that that'll be in the mix today. But I used up the rest of my brown sugar baby flaxseed gel that I had opened, and yeah, so that's I'm taking advantage, Felicia, to start, you know, getting into that stash, because you don't want the products to go bad. So the last few washes, that's what I've been doing. So the last one, it was funny. I had, I think I had watermelon, a little bit of watermelon, a little bit of the sensitive formula, and something else on this side. And then this all had watermelon on this side. And then the back had all brown sugar babies. So I was putting water in bottles and trying to, you know, get every last drop out of my bottle. So today I know that I'm probably, I got some, there's a light hole in here. And then I want to experiment. I also have the Imba Naturals Heavy Hole, and I was thinking about using that as a base gel to see if that helps with this, my head sweating and the hair poofing. But you know, I love big hair, so that's not a problem. And this is also, I'm going live because it is keeping me honest to wash my hair every 4 to 5 days, like I've been saying that I want to do, or I have been doing, but I've been skipping, life be lifing, so I have really been doing it. So this is day 5, and then when I get to Wednesday, when I wash my hair, it's always a day 4 set. So that's what we're doing over here in these streets to get Raya reset. I'm going to take this down so I can start wetting this side of my hair. And I noticed I had a part on this side, and I ended up moving it as my workouts poofed my hair up. So yeah, Felicia, I think that's the only way to do it. And also, Raya likes, I mean, like, my hair gets so big. I think you found a way to, you know, control yours. Get your hair to, you like, stay set and look the same for 7 days. Mine is not going to look the same for 7 days. It's going to get bigger and bigger every day. And so this is also a way for me to figure out, you know, if the combinations I put together to give me the longevity of a set when I need it to last 7 days, if it will still work. So I was toying with the idea of just doing the Emba, trying the Emba set and see with the heavy hole base gel and the Emba Embrace the Base, Embrace, what is it? You know, her topper gel. I never can say it right, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. The Curl Embrace Holding Gel. So I was thinking about those two as well. So we're going to see. Just want to get Raya all nice and wet. I did my workout today, and I went to the doctor on yesterday, and I already knew I had arthritis in my spine. It's like in between the fifth and sixth vertebrae back there, and it causes my grip strength to be weak. But because I have not been working out with my weights, you know, because of my knees, I just got back into it when I got released from that physical therapy. And when I did my hex squats, today I had like 245 plates, and the bar is 45 pounds itself too. And I was using that to do my squats. And I did my squats fine, but when it came to doing the Romanian straight leg deadlift, I got through like 6 of them, and then I had to drop it down to my 30-pound weight, freehand weights. I had to drop it down to that, and just saturating this hair. And then I dropped it down to that, and I was able to complete my Romanian deadlifts. But then when I did my farmer's carry, I only could do my hex squat for about, the hex bar with the weight on it for about 15 seconds. So I had to drop the weight and go to 30 pounds, and I was able to do one round with that, and then the weight kept trying to fall out of my hand, so I had to go ahead and drop it down to 15. So work in progress. I used to be able to do it with no problem, but I guess not doing it for a while, you get a little weak. So I'm going to be going into traction therapy for my neck, and that'll help as well. Don't forget to like the live, share the live, comment on the live. Dialogue. But thanks for joining as we go ahead and get Raya taken care of. So we're just saturating the hair so that she's ready for the shampoo. And this is 5-day-old hair. I may just mix the step 1 of the Masters collection with some honey hydration, so I can just do one shampoo. I also thought about, but I didn't bring it in here with me, I also have the Dew. I have the Dew's foam, and I thought about doing just a curl cream and foam only, but I left it, so I can't do it. So I'm going to mix these two together. This is the honey hydration shampoo, and this is the step 1. This is the sensitive formula shampoo. So I'm going to put some of that in, and I'm going to mix some honey hydration with it. So that's what I'm going to do here to get one wash going. This is what we're doing on today. I normally wash it really, really early in the morning. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. That's been my sweet spot, but I worked out and ran errands and did all the things I needed to do, and then decided we'll wash later because I'm done with everything. And so that's how we ended up with this time. But the ones that normally join me, you know, I'll be on at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock, getting this hair situated. So Just going through and just trying to get the product down the strands of my hair. But I love my hair big, guys. I do. Just when it starts out that way, I just gotta figure out what to do, especially I wasn't working out as hard as I'm working out now, so she just starts to grow fast, faster than she normally does, is what she does lately. So we are in our wash, and I mixed together the Curl Mix Masters collection, step 1 of the sensitive formula with the honey hydration, which is the bomb.com shampoo. I mixed those two together for this wash. We're just going to do one wash. So you think I use enough shampoo? I think I did. So I'm just making sure that my scalp is clean because I've been doing all this working out, which has been had me sweating in my scalp. So don't want that. Don't want that. I want to make sure I'm cleaning my crown. And for those of you that don't know, my hair, my crown, my hair, my crown, it's called Raya. So she has a name, she has a personality. I found out in May of 2023 that my hair likes to be big, and so I let her be big because that's what she wants, so that's what I give her. All right, so we are shampooed, and I meant to start this timer. So I know I've been on 12 minutes. I just need to add that to the timer, but I'm going to start my timer. Just want to see how long it's taking me to do my hair. But this is my self-care time. And this is me holding myself accountable to do what I said I was going to do. And that is washing my hair twice a week, every 4 to 5 days. On Saturdays, it is day 5. On Wednesdays, it is day 4. And for the last 2 weeks, I have really stuck to that schedule. And so I want to keep it going and see how, if it affects the health of my hair any, in a positive manner. So, which I think it will. I think it will. So, just getting that shampoo out. Don't want to leave any of this in my hair. And I'm just running my fingers through. Where I get a tangle, I'm careful to kind of gently work it through. Because I did use the honey hydration shampoo, which I can, detangle with. But I also mixed it with the Masters Collection shampoo. So it is that time of year, or I'm back into working out. And so I really need to make sure that I'm cleansing, conditioning, and styling my hair twice a week. That's for me. Others can do it once a week. I would suggest that you natural, you wash it once a week. But for the health of my hair and to use up my products, I need to stay on this regimen of washing twice a week. So I think I have successfully gotten all of the shampoo out, and I'm going to go in. I'm going to mix, I have a little bit of, this is the Masters Collection Step 2. I have a little bit of this left, so I'm trying to use up bottles. So that's what I'm doing. Put this on first, and then I'm going to go in with my favorite, which is the Brown Sugar Baby Deep Conditioner. and work that through. I used up all of I love the lavender step 2 conditioner. I love that one too. And I used that all up, the open ones. So I'm trying not to open anything until I use up what's open already. Whoop. I just put that in the can. So, working in from the ends and getting it off my fingers into my hair. Where are you joining me from, if you don't mind commenting? I am in the DMV, which is the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. I'm in Virginia. So I'm going in with some brown sugar baby on top of that because I don't have any more in there. So this section has both the step 2 as well as the, this smells heavenly. Oh my gosh, I love brown sugar baby. Curlness has a BOGO going on. I'm not sure if it's still going on, but I'm telling you, I had to give me some more of this very thick conditioner. A little bit goes a long way. I'm just trying to get it into my strands. Don't forget to like the live, comment, subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much for subscribing. And you know, I always say, do whatever you have to do to stay healthy, happy, and whole, whatever that means to you. And for me, making sure I get this done makes me feel that way. So I'm just trying to get it on, and then I will go through and detangle. See, it's very thick. It's not going to come off my hand. And I'm just emulsifying it and kind of get it into the hair. And I'm going to add some water because the water is going to help it to spread throughout my hair. Just want to get some water first. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. I'm Rosa. This is my crown, Raya. And we are making sure that she gets the love and attention she deserves. And we're on our conditioning right now. These gray strands. And I'm just going to do this real quick. That's not rinsing it out. I'm just putting some water in there to activate this conditioner. And look at how my fingers can run through when that water is in there. And I'm doing the same over here. And I'm just kind of running my fingers through the hair. Up. First, before I put a tool, which will be my unbrush, but before I put that in my hair, I'm just kind of try to go through. And I'm just going to add a little more conditioner on here. So I love the Curl Mix products. That's predominantly what I use. But I also have other products. My stylist uses InnerSense. So I have the I Create Hold from InnerSense. For this gray hair, it does hold it down. I don't use as much as she uses when she does my hair because I don't want it to be like really weighed down. So I had to learn that I don't need as much. But with the working out, I may need to add more is my thought process right now. So was that shed hair or was that hair on my forehead? I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to go through, where is my, we're going to use a clip to get the part in here. Get my part. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think that's fine. I just want to make sure I got that in there good. And I'm going to use this section right here as one section to start to work through. Put some water. Oops. Bring water toward me. And get some of that water in there. And I'm going to use my brush. Put the hair on the back of my hand. Use it almost like a scrub board, and be careful. Going from the top, from the bottom up, and then I go from the top. So get in that, and she goes through like butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and twist that up because that's detangled. And it's a crime scene up in here because I'm telling you, this conditioner is flying everywhere. May not look like it's in my hair, but it's in here. So we're going to take that and put it away. And now I'll go ahead and do this front section. And I'm going to put this away back here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. Got all your things done, or you're going to be watching the game, or, enjoying time with your families. So you see how I add water to the section, and it activates the conditioner. And give me 1 second, because you know what I did is left the conditioner open. I normally close it. But see how thick that is? I don't want anything in here, and I got a little bit of water in the product, and I don't want to do that. Alright, so I'm going to take that out and use it on this section. Yes, don't forget to like the live. I appreciate you for doing so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm just going through with my fingers. And you see how I'm able to just go through with my fingers. I'm going to split this section off and come in and go in again with my fingers to detangle my hair. And then I'm going to go in with the unbrush. I hate with you. My regulars, you always know I hate water in my face. But anyway, I'm using the back of my hand like a scrub board, and then I come on the top, go from that side and go from this side, and see how it's just going through just like butter. So that section is thoroughly detangled, and I'm going to twist it up and get it out of the way. Welcome to the live with Rosa and Raya. We come on Saturdays and Wednesdays to do just this, to cleanse, condition, and style my hair. And we're trying to use up our products that have been opened, and these are natural products, so they don't have tons of preservatives in them. So some of these they have to use within 12 months, otherwise they go bad. So in order for me to do that, I need to stay on my schedule for washing my hair like I ought to every 4 to 5 days. Because when my hair draws up to the afro, I love it, it's cute. However, it also means that my hair is lacking moisture, which is water. And you see, as soon as I add water to it, how she just goes back out to the length that she is. So we have detangled our front section, and now we just have that back. The curls in the back is a different story than the curls in the front. The curls in the front are very loose curls, but the curls in the back, when I went natural, I thought that the curls in the back of my hair was the hair that I had all over my head, and I was sadly mistaken. But it was okay because I learned how to, I embraced like a style in my hair so that I could have some length hanging in the front, because that's just what my hair does. So I ended up making sure that it was cut where it was longer in the front. I had more length. I had like a tapered cut, but I had to have a lot of length on the top. So you see how those curls are tighter? I don't know if you can see that, but they're tighter. And that's what I thought I had all over my head. But again, I was sadly mistaken. That was not the case. But I love my hair. I love my crown. No matter what, I just make it work for me. You know how we have that hair envy, we want what somebody else has. But I learned to love what I have. And when I learned to love the hair as it grew out of my head, it got so much better for me, you know, the relationship with my hair in this natural state. Because, you know, I was a perm girly for a long time. That's what you do, that's what you do. But for me, it's pulling my hair out, and also probably, you know, applying the perm incorrectly because I was doing it at home. So, you know, you putting it on your roots and stuff like that. So, anyway, enough of that. I'm not a perm girly anymore. I wear my hair naturally. And I never thought my hair could do this, but Curl Mix taught me that it could. Just by having a good regimen, washing your hair every 7 days, and taking the time to rinse your hair like I did at the beginning before you go and put any shampoo or anything in your hair. Saturate your hair. It's looking for that moisture, and water is moisture, so that's what it's looking for. So I'm just separating that because I've gone through with my fingers already, and now I'm going in with my unbrush. And you see how I can just go through this hair. That brown sugar baby, and I think it has what's called babassu oil. Oh my gosh, it is so moisturizing. So I love it. I love any of the brown sugar baby products. Although the flaxseed gel gives me a what is it? A more voluminous set. So when I want big hair on day one, that's exactly what I reach for, is the brown sugar baby, because I know that's what it's going to do. So I'm just going through and detangling this hair. And you see how it's a breeze. Just taking my time, putting the product back on the hair, and making sure I get it done on all sections, all areas. So make sure you like the live, share the live. You got a gray head natural friend, share the live, share the love. We don't gatekeep over here. So anyway, that section is done, and we just have the last section on the other side to do. So this is product. That is the brown sugar baby deep conditioner on my hair. So this is the last section, and you see, when you see your curls in the conditioner, that's 9 times out of 10 the curls you're going to get. You should be judging your hair when you have water in your hair, and not so much as like when I started out in its dry state. Those were not my curls. These are my curls. All nice and hydrated. Water, hydration is the key. So Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. So I'm just going through, being careful to not pull my hair out, although I want the shed hair to come out. I don't want to be yanking my hair. I'm going to be gentle with it. So I'm going through, again with my fingers. Let me turn to this side. And I'm just working it, my fingers, I'm working my fingers through my hair first. And then let's split this off and come in with my, so you see the curls already in my hair. And they're tighter than the ones, like I said, in the front. This is what I thought I had, but the curls over here are different than the curls over there. The curls here are different than the curls right here. And the curls right here are different than the curls right there. So we have different curl patterns. Don't be surprised that you have different curl patterns all over your head. It's natural. Doesn't have to be the same. And so sometimes you have to do different things in different sections. So there, that section is detangled. And we're going to go twist her up. And then we just got that top, and then we're going to rinse out my hair and get to styling. Yes, that's what we're going to do. So 30 minutes in, and we have thoroughly rinsed Raya, and then we went and then we joined, we combined the Masters Collection Step 1 shampoo with the Honey Hydration shampoo, and then we combined the Masters Collection Step 2 conditioner. I used up all of that with the Brown Sugar Baby deep conditioner, and I'm going through and detangling. So in 32 minutes so far, that's all I've done, and we are here. So that is good. So I'm going to turn this water down some because it gets warmer and warmer. Probably because it's warm outside. And I'm going to rinse my hair in the twist. And I'm going to clean off my clips. So we have condition, and now we are going to rinse out the conditioner. And then what I'm going to do is put a bag, shower cap on to kind of hold in some of the water once I finish. And then I'll start with the back of my hair. And I'm still thinking, what should I use? But, you know, I'll work on it. I know I'm going to do, I think, either Brown Sugar Baby leave-in or Pineapple Cushion leave-in. I'm going to start with that. First. And I think I'm going to use the Ember Naturals Heavy Hold. So I want to retain some of that moisture in my hair. And I found that gel suits the bill. And again, I'm trying to use up product, guys. So let me turn around because we are wanting to rinse this and get all the conditioner out of my hair. You're awful quiet. Awful quiet. But that's okay. You're here, and I appreciate you being here. Really and truly do. Keeping me company on my wash day. I got in my movement today. I ran my errands. That was awesome to get all those things done today. And now just need to take care of getting my hair cleansed. We have cleansed, we have conditioned, and we are heading to the styling once we get this all rinsed out. Don't forget to like the live and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed and you're interested in my walking and movement encouragement and natural gray hair content. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for just dropping in the live. I appreciate that because you didn't have to do that. So here I am rinsing out this hair in the back. And my hair feels different when the conditioner is gone, so I know when it's gone. But I also rinse the hair too when I rinse my hair when I'm ready to put the product in to rehydrate again. So yeah. It's a beautiful day outside. I was glad to get in a nice, beautiful walk in the park. That was lovely. And to get my workout in this morning when I haven't been able to lift weights since November 2024. It was so refreshing to lift heavy weights again today. So even though my grip is not the best, I gave it my all, and I feel really good. I had to go down in the weight, but that was okay. And I don't feel bad about that either, because when you don't do something regularly, you will lose that ability. And if you just came on, I was sharing that I have arthritis in my spine between the 5th and the 6th vertebrae. And it is causing, I got water in my ear, it is causing weak grip strength. And it seems like I found that I'm weaker, I discovered this morning, in my left hand than in my right. We're always weaker on our less dominant side, but I guess I didn't notice it because I wasn't lifting heavy. And when I was holding on to some 30-pound weights in both hands, I didn't have a problem over here. But over here, as I was doing my farmer's carry, the weight kept slipping down. And I finally gave it up for my farmer's carry and dropped down to 15 pounds just so that I could get through my reps. But I got through it. Okay. This one came apart, but I will put it back together. But I think we are all rinsed out. I'm going to twist this section back up. And I'm going to put a plastic bag on my whole head and start working from the back up. So put on my shower cap on my head, and we're going to pull out those two lower twists and go in and just rinse them a little bit more. And I think I'm going to, I love pineapple potion, so I think that's what I'm going to do, is go in with the pineapple potion leave-in. So Curl Mix is pineapple potion leave-in. And that's what I want to do. And I'm going to undo both sides. So see that hair? And kind of combine that together. So I'm putting in the pineapple potion leave-in, like in a ponytail motion. Now I could put this in one half of my hair and the other half and keep moving, but I'm going to, you know, like group these together and do it that way. So there's that. And you see curls are already there. The curls are already there. Because they're nice and moisturized and rehydrated. When they weren't hydrated before, they had lost that. So I'm just working it through, smoothing it through. And know that I've been doing this for a while, so if you're kind of new to this, you're like, my hair doesn't do that. You have to get your hair in a hydrated state. And this is product coming off. So let me turn back around, let you see that. No, that's what you want to see. So I'm just going through. And I'm going to put all of the products on. So I think I'm going to go with the Ember Naturals Heavy Hold Base on top of that. So I use one pump, and I should have dried my hair because it smooths better on a dry hand than on a wet hand because that gel kind of moves around. It's a thick gel, but it moves around when water's in your hand. But that's what it looks like, all smooth around. And I am going like with a ponytail motion and working that through my hair. So we are styling, we're on our styling phase now. That's why I got this plastic bag on my head. I'm just holding in the water. You see like the water in there? It's running off, but it's staying in the bag. Keep the hair as hydrated as possible. And that whiteness that's there, which will dry clear, is from the leave-in that I put in. So I'm just making sure I am smoothing this in to my strands. That side feels really good. This side over here, I need to work on a little bit. I'll turn this mirror right here so I can see. My bag is in the way a little bit. All right, okay. So now, let's see what we're gonna put on top of this. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more. So that's what a little bit more is. And this other side. This is an experiment because I have not done this combination. So we'll see. Each week I feel like that's what it is. It's an experiment because, or each wash, because I have not used these products that I've been using together because I'm trying to use up the product. So there is that. And I think I'm gonna put, so there is that with the heavy hold, with the Curl Mix Pineapple Potion leave-in, heavy hold from Emba, and I'm going to go ahead and top this with a pump of I Create Hold. Let's see what that does. Products I need to use up, guys. So, and I'm making sure I hit those pins. And I'm going to add some water to this. And then I'm going to go ahead and twist this up. And kind of let it marinate together. And then I'll come back to it for us to style it. So, we are using, looks like we are using, I won't group those together because these are my, this section up here is my white hair that's a little more challenged sometimes. So I'm going in with the leave-in, a Pineapple Potion leave-in is what I did on the bottom. I'm gonna do 2 squirts over here and put that in, do it in a ponytail motion. Kind of working it through the hair. That's what we're doing. Don't forget to like the live. So inclined, share the live. If you're so inclined, comment on the live. Okay, so I'm just smoothing that leave-in into my hair. Only reason why I'm rinsing it off is this time I'm going to dry my hair before I put the Emba Naturals Heavy Hold Base Gel on my hair. So that's 1 pump of the Emba Naturals. And now do you see what I mean? Like it smooths a lot easier with when the hand is dry over when it's wet. So it wasn't sliding out of my hand or anything like that. So there is that. Has like a snotty consistency. And I'm just making sure I do it in a ponytail motion, kind of getting it through my hair. Thank you for joining. Just cleansing, conditioning, and styling. We're on the styling plate. Well, we're applying the product. Once I get it all applied, then I will style my hair. And we've deep conditioned by the time I went through all of it. And we have detangled. And now we're applying product. I start from the back and work myself to the front. Don't forget to like the live. There is that. And I think I'm gonna go like a half a pump. That's a half a pump. Look, and my hands are kind of wet again, so the gel kind of moves around a little bit. So I just want to kind of get that in there. I'm not raking, I'm more smoothing the product into my strands. So, and now I'm going in with a pump and a half of the I Create Hold. And you see once it gets on there, it's really thick. It just coats my hand. And I thought I was going to use some mousse, but I didn't. And I'm going to, I add water to both of these once they're all done. How about that? So that's done. And now I will do the other side. So I'm going to wet this side. Try not to get the hair at the bottom back. Because the key is having soaking wet hair when you're doing a wash and go. So I'm going to go in with the leave-in, 2 pumps of the Pineapple Potion leave-in. I've done this on all the sections. And again, I could have just split my hair, but I have so much hair, and I found that I did it that way the last time and in bigger chunks, and I missed spots. I didn't have definition at the top because I missed spots because I did such big chunks. So probably because I was rushing to get it done, and that's not good to do that. So there's that section with leave-in applied, and we have curls even with just the leave-in applied. I think I see thought I saw, I did see a stray hair. And now I'm going to rinse my hands. And go ahead and apply the ember. So I'm doing a pump of ember. Probably should have did a pump and a half while my hands was dry, but it is what it is. It might not need it, but the other side did. So, all right. So now we're going in like with a ponytail motion. I'm just kind of grabbing the hair and rubbing the product down the hair, go inside and rub the product in, rub the product in. So she might not need it, because that's what I was saying, it's more white hair on my other side than this side. I have a distinct line down the center of my head. There's more white hair over here and more salt and pepper over here. I love it though. So you see how the hair is starting to separate and clump together in its, in its curl formation. I think I'm pulling hair from somewhere, it feels like. Yeah, I am. So I think this is good. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a pump and a half of I Create Hold on this section. And then we're going to come in with some water for both of those together. I'm trying to make sure I get down to the base. I normally neglect this part of my hair, so I have to say it out loud so I remember to do it. And I'm going to turn the water on so it can get warm, so I can with some water. On these sections. Help to distribute that product. In my hair. So I create whole foams in my hair, especially when I add water. So that's what that is. So I'm going to go ahead and twist that around, let it marinate, put a pin on that one, and twist this around, let it marinate together, and put a tip on that one. And now we're to the front of our head. So take the bag off from the back and let this hair out up front. So we're under an hour, and I've cleansed, conditioned, and started to apply the product. This is the front of my hair, so we're going to make sure we take our time here. I'm going to do a pump and a half. That might be too much for this section, but that's what we're doing. That's what we are doing into this section. And that is hair with leave-in applied. Next time I'll try leave-in and then curl cream. I think I'll try that because I got some of that to use up too. So I'm just going to dry my hand without rinsing it. And then I'm going to apply the heavy hold from the Ember Naturals, one pump of their base gel. And but I'm going to work that through my hair. I'm going to split it open, make sure I'm getting down to the root. Sometimes we don't do that, and then we have puffy hair at the root and we wonder why. And it's because it didn't have any product there to hold the hair, encapsulate the hair in for the hair to start to clump together. So some of you could use a one and done. I don't mind mixing products, and again, this is the purpose of this is to use up my products, and that's like a half a pump is what we're of the Ember Heavy Hold gel, base gel. So I'm just opening it up and getting those sections that I normally don't always take the time to do. Almost doing like a curling iron kind of motion, and you see the hair is clumping together nicely. So there's that, and we're doing one pump of the I Create Hold over here. I predict that this may be a more, this set may be firmer than what I normally set my hair because the I Create Hold. We'll see. And we'll see how that lives. I'm all about trying to figure out what's going to be the best thing. I used to love crunchy sets, but I don't love crunchy, immovable sets anymore. I love to see my hair grow in volume. So there is that. I don't think I want to add any more. I just want to add some water. Yep, we just added some water too. Don't forget to like the live. Please and thank you. There you go. So there, I like what I see, and we're gonna twist this up, let her marinate together while we go on to the next section. Again, this I create hold, it will foam up like this in my hair. So we're gonna let that marinate under there. Rinse off this product and we'll go with the base over here. And it had water still in it, so I'm not going to add water to it. I'm just going to go ahead in with the leave-in, cup and a half of the leave-in, and work that in to my strands. Welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to like the live, please. I appreciate you. Just going through and just working that through. And now I'm going to dry my hand. And we're going to come in with a pump of this is the Ember Naturals Heavy Hold Base Gel is what I've been using as my styler. And I've been going over top with some I Create Hold. I'm just working this through. My whoop is telling me it's time to wind down for bed. But it's not. I'm not ready to go to bed. So, I am adding water. I have not done that until the end, but I felt like I needed to add it, so that's what I did. And trying to make sure I get up there to the base of my hair. Make sure that gel is up there too. There's a whole section on this. So get it from the ends of that hair. And I'm going to put like a half a pump of that Ember Heavy Hold up in that section. We're at an hour and we're almost to the top. Alright. So that's good. And then we're going to go on with a pump of the I Create Hold. And working that in. Get some water. Working that into my strands. Welcome to the live. Don't forget to like the live before you head out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you in advance. The I Create Hold, again, it falls in my hair. So we're going through and making sure that it's all nice and saturated from root to tip. And we're going to twist this up. And then just get to this top section. We are almost at the finish line. So there's that. I'm going to take this, cover that, bring that back like that. like so, like that, and rinse that section up. Turn it back some because it's warm, warm, warm. And I didn't have a lot of shedding. So that's another benefit of washing for me every 4 to 5 days. And so wash day has been for the last 2 weeks consistently. Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday and Saturday. So that's the plan we're sticking to. Wednesday and Saturday. All right, so now we're going to go in with some leave-in, pineapple potion curl mix leave-in. Get 2 pumps for this section. Rubbing it in. Get that hair off. So see how it's white on one side and salt and pepper on the other side? And that's how it is through my whole head. It's like a stripe down the middle of my head. Alright. We're going in with the Ember Base Gel. On a dry hand so it can emulsify throughout the hand. So I'm just going to get that base and I'm going into ponytail motion, just kind of working the product in to my strands. Working it in. Thank you for stopping by the live. Appreciate you. Thank you for liking the live. We're going to go ahead and with a half a pump. More of the heavy hold base gel. On the inside. Activate the gel. This gel seems to suck up water. And what I noticed is when I would go outside walking and we have high humidity here, my hair would get limp when I go outside. But when I come back in the house, it would return to how it was before I went outside. So it freaked me out at first when it happened, but then when I saw my hair return to its nice voluminous self once I came back indoors, I didn't worry about it because it was bringing in the moisture from the air into my hair, and that's why it would get limp. So there is the heavy hold base gel applied, and now we're going in with the Ember. We're going in with the I Create Hold. That was Ember I just applied before this, and now we're going in with the I Create Hold. So the 2 stylers today was the Ember Heavy Hold Base Gel, topped with I Create Hold. And it all depends on how this separates. I may just add some Curl Mix Pineapple Potion mousse to the top, but we'll see. We'll see. I think I'm done with applying any stylings. I think this is what we do. But if I feel like I need to lighten up the set some, I'm gonna put some mousse on top. I'll put a little bit of water. Alright. I got little tangles, and I'm be careful not to, pull my hair. So, this is what we have. We're going to twist this up, and then I'm going to go now work on the back of my hair to go ahead and set it the way I want it to be. So let me rinse my hair, get this clip that fell. This needs to go in the front of my head. So we only used so far the Ember Heavy Hold Base Gel and the I Create Hold. So, situate these mirrors so I can see the back of my hair as I do this. Take that down. And I think I am going to go ahead and top it with some foam. So I don't want my hair to be so heavy. So this is the Curl Mix Pineapple Potion. I'm just putting two pumps, pineapple potion. Top it with that. And I just like to separate my hair like this. I don't do the rake, but I do the separation and dry. What I like to do. So you see those curls are popping. So that's that section. Let me get this section. I'm just smoothing the product on and then separating the hair. So I won't end up with a big individual curl. Smoothing. Smoothing the hair down. And there's that. I'm putting an extra product on there. Rinse my hands. And take it up to this section. Put this clip right there. And I'm going to go in with 2 pumps of the pineapple potion mousse on top of what I have put on my hair. I don't know if this belongs down here or up here. I'll just loop it up here with this hair. Take a little water too and add it just by nature of how it feels. go in with my finger. Smooth this down. And then separate these sections. Oop, you stay over there. Separate these clumps. Separate that. Smooth it down. Do this one more time. Smooth it down. Smooth it down. Smooth it down. Last piece. I think I'm gonna like the set. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go ahead and put a clamp there and undo this one. Put this down here, separate the hair. Come in with 2 pumps of the pineapple potion. And we're working it through with my finger. And comb through with my finger and smooth it. Do the same thing over here that I did on the other side. Smooth it down. Got a little snag in my finger. Smooth that hair together. Smooth it down. I could have shook my hair too, but then it makes it smaller than I want it to be, the clumps. So I opted not to shake. I like to separate it better the way I want it to be. So now I'll put that to the side. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Oop. Got it stuck. Okay. Let me smooth that back down. Okay. And then now let's go ahead to the front. We're coming along. Put some pineapple potion, put a little water, and a little pineapple potion. I think 1 pump for my front section. Turn it off because it's awful warm. Thank you for liking the live. Appreciate you very much. So now we are going through and we're separating and dropping. We're not playing with this. We're not. We are just going through and just separating the hair, using my finger to part it. And I'm just making sure there's, you see tons of product, but just because it's tons of product doesn't always mean that you're gonna get the look that you're going for. So make sure you're working your product into your strands. You're using what you need to use. This is what I needed to use with my experimenting. Hold on. So we're at 1 hour and 20 minutes. And this is good for me. So I'm finding that my sessions go so much more quick with me sticking to a regimen of washing my hair every 4 to 5 days. So that's already a benefit that I'm seeing. Just making sure I get that product on those roots. And there's that. And putting that excess on those edges. I'll put a little, I create hole on there at the end too. So 2 more sections should be fine. And I am done. So, and this is the way I go. Back, right side, then left side, then top. I always do my top last. Got this straight in here and I want to get it off of there. Okay, so now we're going to add some pineapple potion, a pump, to the side. I don't want the set to be so heavy. So I don't mind. I love definition, but I love volume more nowadays. Don't forget to like the line. Through and just separating. I have finer strands in the front of my hair. I have a snag, so I'm trying to be careful with how I'm putting that fingernail in there. I wore gloves the last time when I really wanted not to wear them, and I gave myself a manicure, but just once I got to that other side, I got a little snag. In my nail. Okay. Let's see if we can be done in 1 hour and 45 minutes. Let's see. This is 1 hour and 24. And I take my time with this hair because it tangles faster. All right. Top section. Money shot. I'll put this clip there. And I'm going to take the clip out here and take the clip out there because I always forget those two, so I gotta get them out while I'm thinking about it, and put one back over here. keep that part in place. And we're going to put some pump of, or I put 2 pumps in my hand of the pineapple potion. And I lighten up the set some. And it'll be a trial and error because I normally sandwich my mousse, but we ended with it this time, so we'll see how that works. So I am smoothing this hair, and then I'll smooth it and drop. Smooth it and drop. Smooth drop, smooth drop. Whew. Making me warm. I think I'd rather be cold than warm right now. Okay, so smoothing this. And I think last time, this section right here frizzed up. And it also might have been because I did use a tool. And I normally don't. And I did. So I'm not going to use a tool since I saw that happen on the last one, where my white hair is. Welcome to the live. Don't forget to like the live, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you. Just want to help you if you have natural gray crown, you want to wear a wash and go and don't think your hair can do it. I'm here to tell you I thought the same thing, and I found out my hair could do it. Look, we're at 1 hour and 27 minutes. I am going to shake my hair a little bit, you know, get that hair to come forward. Oh, let's see. Everybody, all of it to come forward. Okay. Get that over there. See what the back is doing. But we are done. In an hour and a half. Okay, Raya is done. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm just gonna make sure this is falling like I want it to fall. And I will turn around and let you see. I think I like it. I think the back, I think I'm good there. From what I see, it looks good. So I'm gonna go get under the dryer before she shrinks even more. Let's see. And I'm going to, I have an intake dryer, so we're at 1 hour and a half. Check this out. I just want to show you that I have a hairnet, and I put the hairnet on so that the dryer does not pull my hair up. So this is what we have. And I'm going to go get under the dryer, and I'll come back later and let you guys see what she looks like when she's done. Thank you so much for joining me on my live. Thank you for liking the live. Don't forget to comment, to rate, subscribe. I appreciate every one of you for joining the live. Thank you. Bye-bye.